do you think part of the reason maybe you go more towards like Microsoft and Xbox specifically is just because of the way they've been developing the kind of like PC relationship, the ability to like play on pretty much either or?
I think so, because even back like when Fortnite came out too, I mean, well, it was still cross-platform, but it was still just like everything was just so accessible on PC. And I guess it was a while ago when they announced like the Game Pass stuff. So I was like, I can play Gears on my console, and just traveling so much. Like me and my sister used to travel with Xboxes like everywhere we would go. So we would always have like a console. So now it's like having to not have to do that is really it's really great. But now we don't leave the house, so it doesn't matter.
Do you feel like the conversation around crossplay is done? It's dead. Like it's just that's the future now. Like there's no
Crossplay, or there's no future.
no that crossplay is just like that is now the understood. Because I remember like even 3 years ago that was like the dream. And
Yeah.
then am I remembering this correctly that it was essentially like Fortnite that kind of kicked the door down?
I think so. And then I remember Xbox did something else as well, that they kind of were like pushing that initiative forward. I don't remember exactly what it was, but like they put Minecraft Dungeons on the Switch, which is really cool. And so just I mean, we have to have crossplay because not everyone's going to have that single device, and it just makes it so much more fun. Well, even Call of Duty for Warzone, I mean, because that's also crossplay, which is nice.
Yeah. Although I will say, like for games like that, I try to turn it off just because I like
Yeah.
their playing with more console people because I just looking at like the big streamers, like the level of hacking that you see, I'm just like, oof, no, thank you. All right, wait. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question just so I can clip it and make it seem like you're saying something else.
Okay.
Uh, based off of what we have now, and let's give it a year runway. Someone only has $500 or $600. Which thing should they buy?
Oh my god. Um, okay, let's see. You have $500 or $600.
And maybe
I'm
even
looking
like
around.
if to open up like more games because obviously games cost
Yeah.
money too. You can sprinkle a little more on top, but yeah.
I mean, I think the Series S would probably be the way to go if you're
Mm,
looking to save money because it's also so small, it's compact, and then if you're getting like the Game Pass, you're also getting all of those games on PC on, PC basically just like it's opening up so many more possible games. Like I've played so many just random games off of Game Pass that I never would have ever played before because you would have to buy them. But
right.
what if it sucks? You don't know. Well, now it's like I'll try it out and I don't like it, then I'm done. So yeah, but I mean, I really also love Nintendo Switch, but I mean, I also love the PlayStation because that PlayStation controller is incredible. I'm not the right person to ask this question to.
Why not?
Oh God, because I'm gonna keep going down the list of like, okay, wait, maybe hold on a second. But I do think that the Series S it really is. It's such a. I really love it.
Interesting. At no point
And
did you
then
say Google Stadia.
weird. I don't know, but it is cool what they're doing with that though. Like that's also another kind of like, okay, I'm excited about this, but what's the next iteration of this? Like this is more of like, what's the future look like for that?
Sure. I mean, with that, I mean, there was going to be the issue of input delay concerns, right? But what had got me excited at launch, and I never really saw get more kind of like more airtime, was this idea for streamers, right? That
Mhm.
essentially, if other people had Stadias or something like that, that all of a sudden you're streaming, it's integrated, and all of a sudden people are able to like join your game. Like in a
Yeah.
really easy way. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And then I never heard anything else about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But and then I mean, even Amazon, with the Amazon Luna. So it's crazy. Like everyone's kind of like hopping into sort of this whole
Wait, what is
like
Amazon
world.
Luna? I'm ignorant to this.
I mean, I just got one. I haven't got a chance to try it yet, but it's also kind of like Amazon's kind of gaming service. So I think it's
Oh,
very similar to like Stadia. So I mean, it's there's so many options. I mean, even like Google, like or not Google, but like Apple Arcade. There's so many games that you can play like on Apple Arcade that are just fun little games, and the fact that you can play them on Apple TV, and then even now that they launched like the new Mac Mini, like I've always used
right.
a Mac Mini as sort of an entertainment device. So it's I feel like I'm going into a sales pitch, but I'm like, I don't work for Apple. They don't pay me. But the fact that they have like the Mac Mini is not like their cheapest Mac that you can get. I mean, you can hook that up to your TV. It can be a completely like entertainment device. It can be whatever you need it to be. So it's cool to see like these companies kind of like bringing prices down to make them somewhat affordable because people need these devices. Like when this all kind of happened, like my first thought was like, what about people that don't have access to these things? Like kids aren't able to go to school. Like this is it's now like a livelihood and it's like a necessity. So Like these price points have to come down.